What's up? My name is Greg Helbeck, and in this video, I'm going to teach you all about closing costs. So in this video, you're going to learn exactly what are closing costs, how much do they cost, and what should you expect if you are a real estate investor, right? So if you are going to be buying properties, you are going to you're going to have to learn about what closing costs are and how much they cost and how you factor that into your, offer, etc. So before I get into that, if you are not familiar with me, my name is Greg Helbeck. I've bought and sold well over 100 houses. I own rental properties. I've been doing this business for a while. So my goal in this video or these videos is to share what I've learned over the years with you so you can take these lessons and apply them and grow your business, right? Whether you're new or whether you are experienced. So if you get value, please, if you could subscribe to my channel and like the video. So let's get into closing costs, right? So let's pretend you're buying a property to rent out. Okay, let's just pretend it's gonna be a rental property. In any state in America, doesn't matter if it's California, Nevada, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, it doesn't matter. Every state, you're gonna wanna get something called title insurance, right? What is title insurance? Title insurance is when the title company runs title on the property and they look at the ownership and they see if there's anything that is encumbering the title, which means preventing the title from being clear, aka a mortgage, aka a lien, aka, which is a lien, a mortgage is a lien, but a judgment, which is when someone owes someone money, right? They're gonna look at the title report, and the seller who's selling you the property that you're gonna buy to rent out, they're gonna need to make sure that the title is clean, which means everything is paid off. Therefore, when the property transfers, you'll have clean title, which makes you able to sell the property or refinance the property in the future, right? So why do you get title insurance, right? Title insurance is when the title company basically sells you an insurance policy, just like you'd buy car insurance or life insurance or health insurance. It's the title company sells you an insurance policy that says that based on their title work, they're going to insure up to the property sales price that you are guaranteed clean title. And if for some reason there was a title claim, which means someone comes back and sues you afterwards, the title company is going to ensure that the property purchase price is going to be covered. Therefore, you get your money back, right? So the only way a title company is going to give you title insurance is if the title is clean, right? That's how it works. So part of your closing costs is something called title insurance, which is generally going to be a percentage of the purchase price. Normally in my areas, it's anywhere from $1,500 to $2,500 is how much the title insurance policy costs. You pay that up front, you pay that once, and then once you pay that throughout the duration of you owning the property, the title company is going to insure the property, right? So number one, title insurance. Second part of closing costs is transfer tax, right? And this is state dependent. Some states have higher transfer tax than others. For example, Delaware, I believe, is 4% of the purchase price, which is insane, versus New York, which is 0.004% of the purchase price, which is pretty cheap. So transfer tax is basically when the state takes, or the city, depending on where you are, the state and or city municipality takes a percentage of the sales price as a tax every time the property transfers. So basically, anytime the deed transfers from one to the next, the state takes a piece of the pie because that's how they make money. So transfer tax is the second thing, which I just explained. The third thing is you're gonna cover your either attorney fee, title company fee, or escrow fee, depending on the state you're in. So if you're in New York, you have an attorney fee, which is basically the fee you pay the attorney in order to have him help you close a transaction or her help you close the transaction. The second thing would be the title company fee. If you're in a state like Pennsylvania where there's a title company, you'd pay the title company basically a service fee or the title charge to basically you pay them for their paperwork and their time, etc. And then if you're in California, you'd pay an escrow fee, which generally is around $1,500 to $2,000, which is the fee you pay escrow for basically helping you close the transaction. So basically, in most areas, at least in New York, standard legal fee is going to be anywhere from $500 to $2,500, depending on where you are and what attorney you're hiring. California, escrow fees anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000, depending on the purchase price. A lot of this has to do with the purchase price, and that's another closing cost, right? And then lastly, you're going to have, at least in New York, you have prorated taxes, which is something that you have to pay, which is basically, let's say that the seller who sold you the property, let's say they sell you the property in June, but they pay the taxes a year in advance. So basically, the property is free and clear of taxes for a year. So at the closing, let's say the property taxes are 12 grand a year, you're going to have to pay the seller $6,000. So let's say you're buying the property for $200,000 plus, but they already paid the $12K in taxes. You have to pay $206,000 plus closing costs because you're going to pay the seller back for the taxes they paid. And then for the next 6 months, you're obviously going to have to, you're not going to have a tax payment. So mainly, to summarize this video, to keep it more high level, I know that I just kind of fired a lot of information out at you. You're going to have your title insurance is going to be a big closing cost. You're going to have your transfer tax, depending on your state, it's going to be a closing cost. You're going to have your service fee, which is whether it's going to an attorney, a title company, escrow company. And then you're going to have prepayment tax, prorated taxes, which is when you pay your taxes either upfront or you pay the seller back. One more thing, you're going to have insurance, property insurance, not title insurance. You're going to have insurance on the property. So let's say that you're buying a house for $200,000 and the insurance policy for the year is $1,000. I like to just pay that up front, especially if I'm keeping it as a rental. And then there's an annual fee that comes after that. So basically, property insurance, title insurance, transfer tax, service fee. Those are most of the closing costs. If you're getting a loan, you're going to have mortgage recording tax, depending on your state. Origination points, that's a whole other can of worms. I could probably make a hard money video to go over that. But that was a crash course on closing costs. Hopefully you got value from it. If you did, once again, if you could subscribe to my channel and like the video, it would mean a lot to me. If you're interested in getting coached by me one-on-one, send me an email, greg@velocityhousebuyers.com. I can help you either grow your business or start your business, depending on where you're at. Once again, if you want to get coached by me one-on-one, it is paid. Send me an email and we can see if we're a fit. My email is greg@velocityhousebuyers.com. All right, thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one.